see here.
So do you see it?
So Vishal, you were just telling me a little bit about the ancient gods and kings and queens who were in a squat position. I mean, recently what we've started to see is kings and queens sitting on a throne and on a chair.
That's true.
So what's your experience and understanding of
Actually,
this?
you're right. Most of the images we see are people sitting on queens and whatever, gods also sitting on thrones as like a normal chair, like a dining chair. But a lot of images we've seen of queens, kings, as well as gods of ancient time, like Ayyappa, Murugan Ayyappa of mostly in Kerala and South Tamil Nadu of South India. Many of the images I'll show it to you. It's seen the god, the queen, the king are actually sitting this way, right? And it's a very comfortable and natural position, but which most of us are not used to nowadays, and we are in a way programmed that that's not the right way. We need to sit on a Western chair, a Western commode, so to say.
Yes.
Which is one of the biggest issues. Your colon gets clogged and blocked totally.
Yeah.
So it's really all what you were guiding about, the elderly people, and that's really the right way to do things.
Well, if we didn't have Western toilets, then elderly people would have functioning hips, because the shoulder joint is a ball and socket joint. Also, where the femur meets the hip is also a ball and socket joint. Now, if you're in a chair and then you go into bed, and then you're in a chair or driving, and then you go to bed, maybe you do some running, but you never get the full range of motion in the joint.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's very simple. Those just to allow that full movement in the joint breaks down the adhesions. Now, if you don't do that full movement, if you're only like this for a period of time, what happens is adhesions start to come in the joint, and then it actually starts to restrict the movement.
Don't go beyond that.
Yeah.
And the colon, very important. The colon, which is where the Western world today is a big issue. All these cancers and all. I mean, I'm not generalizing. I'm sorry, I'm not expert. But what I've read, understood, heard from people, a lot of these cancers and diseases, most diseases, because when they say the stomach is really the gut, the intestines, it's because it's not getting cleansed. It's not the rectum or the colon doesn't open up. If you're sitting on a Western toilet. So if you have to sit on a Western toilet, you really have to raise your arms up. That helps the colon to open, but otherwise it's best to use the natural,
Yeah. My father, so when he moved to the UK, and I thought he was crazy. When I was a child, he told me to actually, you get on top of the toilet, and he said, put your feet on top of the toilet and squat on top of the toilet, even though it's a Western toilet. And he was 40 odd years old when he was telling me this. I was a kid, and I didn't listen to him. I thought he was talking crazy. I thought, you're from Pakistan, that's third world, we're in the UK now, this is how we do it. And now it's only recently that I've appreciated just how much a lot of he was a champion runner in Pakistan actually, and he gave me all this information, and I just didn't listen to him. I thought that what I was learning at school was the right thing, and actually
schools are part of a great corporate thing. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy over there, but basically people want to sell their commodes, people want to sell their soft shoes, people want to sell their concepts. Which, if you live in a natural way, you're not spending too much money. So how is someone going to make his $1 billion off you? Okay, that's it. I think let's show that we like our clothes and stuff. So this was wonderful. I do. Okay, that's wonderful.
It's a real pleasure to meet you, my friend.
Right.
Happy running.
Totally. No, God bless. Right, sir.
Take care.
See you soon.